What are the differences between the Hebrew and Christian Bibles? The New Testament is an exclusively Christian book. There's no Jesus in Judaism, so that's understandable. But is the Old Testament the same as the Hebrew Bible? They are definitely similar, but not the same. Here are the main differences. 1. The two Bibles are arranged differently. First of all, the word Bible itself is not Christian. It comes from a Greek word that simply means books. Both Jews and Christians refer to their scripture as the Bible. The Hebrew Jewish Bible is known as Tanakh. Tanakh comprises 24 books in Hebrew and Aramaic. The first part is called the Torah, instruction. Jews believe it was revealed by God directly to Moses on Mount Sinai. The second part is Nevi'im, prophets. The third part is Ketuvim, writings. The Christian Bible collects the same Jewish texts, but it's arranged to have 39 books. This is what is known as the Old Testament. In Christianity, the New Testament verifies the Old one, but in Judaism, there's only Tanakh. It needs no sequels or verifications. 2. The Hebrew Bible only has one canonical version. Rabbinic Judaism uses one authoritative version of the Torah. It's known as the Masoretic text. This version was compiled between the 7th and 10th centuries AD. But with Christianity, it's a lot more complicated. The Masoretic text is canon. It's unchangeable and universal. It's the basis for most Protestant translations of the Old Testament. King James Bible, English Standard Version, New American Standard Bible, etc. But Catholics and Eastern Orthodox translations use a different source. Their version of the Old Testament is based on the Septuagint. This is the oldest Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible. Thus, an Italian or Ukrainian Bible will differ from an American one. It will have a different number of books. The Catholic Bible, for example, has a book of Judith. The Eastern Orthodox Bible has 2 books of Ezra. You won't find them in Protestant Bibles or Torah. 3. The Hebrew Bible is complemented by the Talmud. The Talmud is absolutely central to Rabbinic Judaism. This is a compendium of 63 tractates. It's the written record of the ancient Jewish tradition. As such, it serves as the basis for Jewish laws and rules. Jewish communities were scattered all around the world. For centuries, they used the Talmud as their guide. Its relevance has somewhat waned in modern times. However, Orthodox and conservative Jews still consider it essential. Christianity has no counterpart to the Talmud. Most Christian denominations rely on the Bible. For Christians, the New Testament supersedes the Hebrew Bible. Thus, Jesus' teachings are more important than Moses. This also explains why most Christians don't follow Old Testament laws. 4. Jews rarely read the entire Tanakh. The Hebrew Bible's most important section is the Torah. It was used as a Hebrew teaching tool in diaspora. It's still widely studied, taught, memorized, and read. In fact, public and cyclic Torah readings remain very popular. The completion of the yearly reading cycle is celebrated by a holiday, Simchat Torah. Yet Torah is only part of the Hebrew Bible. What about the rest of the Tanakh? The books of prophets and writings. Most Jews have never read them. There's no tradition or requirement to read them either. In Christianity, the Old Testament is treated as a whole. Genesis is no more or less important than Deuteronomy.